Hey guys, welcome to Pro Wrestling Unlimited. Now everybody keeps asking me, what is this altercation with Brock Lesnar and Chris Jericho following SummerSlam? Let me tell you everything we know so far. So if you saw SummerSlam, you saw Randy Orton got busted open and was bleeding pretty badly in the match with Brock Lesnar. They ultimately had to stop the match due to blood. Well, multiple sources are saying that right as the match ended and Brock was walking back up the ramp after Brock gave the F5 to Shane McMahon, Jericho stormed into gorilla position. He went straight up to Michael Hayes and said, "What was the finish? Was that the finish? Was that supposed to happen like that?" He was trying to make sure Orton was okay, and Hayes wouldn't answer him. I've heard two different stories on why Hayes wouldn't answer him. One was that Michael Hayes may not have known or just wasn't able to say anything at the moment. And another one was that Michael Hayes couldn't say anything because they actually had cameras rolling backstage. Well, when Hayes wouldn't give Chris Jericho an answer, Chris Jericho yelled at him, "That's bullshit." He yelled that right as Brock Lesnar walked through the curtain, and Lesnar ultimately ended up thinking he either called the match that Brock just had bullshit, or that he was talking about the way the match finished, or something that was targeted towards Brock in that match. Now, when Brock heard the "that's bullshit" comment, Brock looked straight at Jericho and yelled loudly, "This is none of your business." And that pissed Chris Jericho off, and it caused Jericho to actually shove Brock Lesnar. And when Brock makes the "mind your own business" comment, Jericho shoves Brock Lesnar and gets in his face. Now, one story notes that Brock actually kind of laughed and kissed Jericho on the forehead and then told him, "Kiss me back, pussy." They're saying that this enraged Chris Jericho, and Jericho would not back down. The two stayed face to face before Brock Lesnar said, "Hit me or kiss me, bitch," which caused Triple H to actually get in between and break up the fight. Well, it wasn't really a fight yet, but it could have, because, at this point, I heard one said that they were just face to face. One said that Jericho actually had Brock pushed up against a wall. So there's a couple of different stories going on, but ultimately Triple H tried to break it up. The two got back face to face, and Vince McMahon actually had to get in and step in to break it up. And he told Jericho, "You need to act more professional. It's a shoot. It's a work." And he told Jericho to leave, but Triple H told Vince, "Hey, Brock started it. Jericho was just here asking what happened, and Brock started the actual altercation between the two." One source does note that, yes, Jericho was in the right. He just wanted to make sure Randy was okay. Jericho was kind of taking on a leadership role backstage, wanting to make sure that, all the guys are taken care of, all the guys aren't getting hurt, and he just wanted to know what was going on, and it was a wrong place at the wrong time kind of situation. So that's what's going on with that. I don't think there's going to be any repercussions because it's Brock and he ain't going to get in trouble. Jericho was on Raw last night. Yes, he lost, but he was going to lose a match to Roman Reigns anyways if it was planned even before. So that's what happened with Jericho and Brock Lesnar. The two got face to face. There were some words exchanged, and ultimately both Vince McMahon and Triple H had to break it up. If any more news does come out on the Brock Lesnar, Chris Jericho SummerSlam altercation, we will bring it to you on Pro Wrestling Unlimited. Remember, guys, comment below, like and share this video, like us on Facebook, and subscribe here on YouTube.